Hi. Good evening, everyone. It's Woman Palaver. Let's see who is up. Pastor Isoa, PI, how are you doing? You're welcome. All right. Let's see who is up, 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 up. How was your day?
Great.
We can't hear you. You may need to.
All right, it was great. Can you hear me now? How is it?
It's kind of muffled. Why is it muffled? Hi, Rena Ford. Good to see you. Great to see you. Come on, get your girlfriends. Hi, Kelechi.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Clearly.
All right.
Yes, I am too. Please get your girlfriends. Hi, Preeti, Sibia. Hi, Angela. Good to see you. Hi, soft gospel music. Oh, Susan. So it's Susan there. Great. So you're welcome. So great to have everyone here. So great to see you all. We are super excited, and you're welcome to the second edition of Woman Palaver with PDMPI. Woman Palaver. It's been amazing, and I'm super excited. You know, so PI, what do you think we can really achieve? You know, by this woman palava thing. Maybe we can talk about the history, where we've been coming from till we got here, till we actually arrived here, and what we hope to achieve, by having these these sessions
All
every
right.
Friday.
Okay. What one thing I think we can really achieve is bring an awareness to women and dare to talk about the things that women are thinking about, but they're not bold enough to talk about it. All right. Now there
Mhm.
are some unspoken things about women. Women are beginning to talk more, think more, or use their mental power more, and they are beginning to question many things. They are questioning culture. They are questioning religion. So I think that this
Yeah.
program will give women the opportunity to air their minds and get out of that box that religion, society, culture has placed women, and then get us thinking again, being creative just the way God created us to be, and living out our full potential. So what this that's one thing. Another thing is also we can begin to change the narrative. Our
Mm.
daughters can grow up without being so aware of gender discrimination, prejudice, not being under pressure, allowing themselves to thrive, to grow, having an opinion about certain things. All right, so I know that we can't change culture in 10 years, but we can get started, because most of the things dealing with here, I mean, are things that have existed for over 2 centuries. I mean, they've existed
That's
for
right.
I don't know, many, many centuries. Our great grandmothers were there, our grandmothers were there, our mothers were there. All right, so I know it's not something that can change in 1 year or 2 years, but hey, if women get aware, I think that we can begin to experience real change. And even the way children are raised and the way we do things will totally be different. So that's what I think we can achieve with Women Palava.
Okay, I would add that I think one of the things that really inspired me as a person is, I mean, watching women not knowing who they are, watching women, downgrade themselves. I think women are their own God.
Yeah,
It's not about the society, it's not about the men, it's not about anything. I think women, we are our own enemy, so to say.
that's
However, I'm
right.
also sensitive to the fact that, what if you don't even know what is right?
That's true.
What if you don't even know what is right? And I think that's where majority of women are. There's this society and
Mm,
this culture that said this is how things should be, this is how women are, this is how women should be. When a woman is successful, you say she's seen a rich man. When a woman is
She has a sugar
outspoken,
daddy.
she has a sugar daddy. When a woman is outspoken, you say she's arrogant. When a
Mm-hmm.
woman is confident, you say she's proud.
That's
You
right.
know? So unconsciously, women try to make themselves smaller. All right, make themselves smaller. So
Mm.
just to make others feel, just to
Just to
feel
fit into the mold.
validated.
Yeah.
I think a long time ago, something happened, and my brother would tell me this. My brother would tell me, Dot, you don't need permission.
Mm.
You don't need you don't need permission to thrive in life. Nobody needs to give you permission to thrive. And I think that really has become my value or my mindset that, I can't blame it on anybody. I can't blame it on the society. I can't blame it on my parents. I can't blame it on I can't blame it I can't even blame it on the society, on culture. All right. I mean, I'll do what I need to do. And every woman needs to understand that, you know what? You don't need permission to thrive. You don't accept you don't want to thrive.
That's right.
But of
You know, you
course,
know,
go ahead,
okay, I
please.
wanted to say, one thing I
I
notice
just
about women
thought.
is that women systematically underestimate their abilities. It's
Mm.
normal with women. So for instance, if a man gets a raise in his salary, he comes home to brag and say, I did it. A woman will say, my boss was nice to me. A
Like
woman
she
will
didn't
say,
really deserve it.
that's it. A woman will say, no, they are promoting everybody. you
Mm.
know, she a woman will never say, I did this or I could do it.
Mm.
Statistics show that in 57 in first job interviews, it says that 57% of men actually ask for a salary increase or a raise. Only
Fifty-seven
7% of
percent.
57% of every man that comes, asks for a raise or negotiates their salary, right? Only 7% of women do so. The truth is that women don't have less abilities.
Mm.
There's nothing that hinders a woman from doing a job
In
as
fact,
well as
women
a man.
start out smarter than guys.
That's right. Most women mature before boys.
Mm.
Most women mature before boys. If you have children about the same age, you find out that a girl is about 3 years, 4 years younger than her older brother is smarter and mature at a particular age than the boy.
Mm.
Because that's nature. Nature prepares women to begin to take care of children early. So some of those things just makes the woman,
That's
better, faster,
true.
able to come to do
I
many
think
things
I think
together.
the natural
Nurturing
inside of the
instinct.
woman, the nurturing
Yeah,
instincts makes her more mature. Yeah,
absolutely. That's why a 15-year-old can get married. A 15-year-old boy cannot get married.
that's right.
But
That's
women
right.
are so used to systematically underestimating themselves, systematically cutting themselves short. It says that men attribute their successes to themselves, women attribute their successes to external factors.
Wow.
So
Wow.
maybe you got a promotion. You're like, okay, maybe it's because I didn't get pregnant this year. I wasn't taking care of young children. Just the same way women put off doing something till a better time. We've had
Mm,
women come to school, for instance, and say, I can't come to LLBI right now. I have little children. And then you think they are
that's
really toddlers.
right.
You think maybe it's a nursing baby. And then you
That's
find out
right.
that these children are 10, over 10. They don't need nappies.
That's
They
right.
can be okay all by themselves. And that's why I
One thing I
salute
tell people,
women
why
who
don't
would
you build
pursue their dreams.
systems? I ask women, now you say you have little children, so
Yeah.
you can't succeed. Now I had a very heated conversation in an LLBI class just about 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
And there's a way when you see other women thriving, you kind of give excuses for them. Oh, it's because your husband
Yeah.
understands. Oh, it's because you don't have
Mm-hmm.
little children. Oh, it's because it's
Uh-huh.
because it's because. But I said, you know what? Remember, my older children were once young, but I've never
That's
taken
right.
them off life because
Mm.
no excuses, no no
True.
excuses are tenable. Do you understand? I've never had to take. I said, well,
Yeah.
We need, sometimes there comes times in our lives we need to sacrifice. And I said, sacrifice for what? You don't need, you can have it all. I said, now this is where this is what we need to do. We need to think, solve the problem. There's a problem here. I'm having little children, and yet my life cannot stop. I can't take a break from life, or from destiny, or from my vision, or whatever. What about building a system? What about building
Most women are not thinking about that
around your life? But you see, there's this thing that says, if I don't wash the nappy, wash the plates,
nobody can do it better.
Clean, then nobody can do it. I would have failed. I've seen many women get on the journey of success and they feel guilty for doing well in life.
Yes.
They feel like, I'm not supposed to do well, because they have attributed a successful woman to a woman who is irresponsible at home. So
and that's a lie.
And other women validate that. They pull other women down. When women see women that are doing well, they kind of feel bad. So they kind of put it on her. Like, that's why your children are not how will she have time for her children? How will she be able to take
care of her children?
The question is, do I have to do homework? Can
I don't.
Can I delegate it? And there are certain things that women need to understand they cannot delegate when it comes to their children. That's the actual raising of their children.
Of the child.
That's what most women do not do. Why? Because they're too tired doing every other thing. And so the time they're supposed to have, the energy they're supposed to put into raising their kids, they say, go watch.
They don't do that. But you know why, PD? Because most women don't develop themselves. And because they don't develop themselves, they really don't have much to give. When you don't have much to give
themselves. How many women understand personal development? How many women understand? Now, how many women understand they need to go to business school? How many women understand I need to develop myself? I need to get better. That's the problem.
Very few. Very few. Very few.
Now,
another thing I also noticed.
Go ahead.
Okay, about women is women have a natural tendency to shy away from mental exertion. Now, I don't know why that is. I don't even know if it's a psychological thing. All right. But I've noticed women generally shy away from mental exertion. But you see boys running towards challenges. And here girls standing on the sideline. The boys want to do the mathematics. They want to do the physics. They want to do the further maths. They want to do things that challenge them. No, a girl is just comfortable doing things that are okay and acceptable, slow paced. Just let me be here. Let me be dainty and gentle, right? So I think somewhere, I'm not sure, maybe because of our biological or physiological wiring, maybe that's why women are like that, all right? But it doesn't stop women from pursuing big things and pursuing great things, but it's just easier to settle when a woman is in that mode. That's why I tell women, if you don't believe you can succeed, then you can't attract success.
You can't. That's true.
You can't attract success. The women who succeed, now there is a lot of noise about future forward women, future forward female, and all of that. Hey, but it's still the women are still in minority. Guess what? I was studying something recently, and I realized that even in the non-profit space, where you think women should occupy more, guess what, PD? We still have only 20% of women rising to the top. Even in non-profit. So one thing, the truth is that in the last, say, 50 years, the world has experienced a lot of change when it comes to, women empowerment. That's the truth. We are far away from where our grandmothers are. We are far away from where our mothers are, right?
That's right.
We are but there's still a lot of ground to cover. Now, somebody sent me a message 2 days ago and said, Pastor Isoa, why is it that, marriages these days seem to be breaking up a lot more, all right, than marriages in the days of our fathers, all right? Does it mean it means that they had better marriages? I said, no, You can't even conclude that they had better marriages. Number one, most of the women in those marriages were not vocal.
That's
They had
right.
little. Most of those women got married before they could say Jack Robinson, before they
That's
knew
right.
themselves. Talk less
Plus,
of being able to
women were
access their
told
partner.
you shouldn't talk.
Talk. You can be
So,
seen,
see, I
but never be
realized that
heard.
when a woman does not have a voice in her marriage or in her home, it's simply because she doesn't think she deserves to be treated well.
That's right.
She doesn't think she deserves anything better. I
Mm,
mean, if you can take something, it's simply because simply because you don't think you deserve better. And so, okay, bring it
yeah.
on. I'm just a dog. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to be respected. I don't deserve to have a voice. I don't deserve, and it just doesn't start from there. I think it starts from our upbringing. I think it's something. It's a problem
Yeah.
that women have always had. I was speaking to someone, and she said her father told her not to buy a car because she was not married. What do you
Hmm.
guys think about that? Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you
Okay.
guys. Let me hear from you. Should a single woman, even though she can
Bye.
afford it, should she buy a car with her own money? What do you think? What do you think? You can call the phone number will be posted, or you can send a mail, or you can send a WhatsApp message. Yeah, that's the number. +234 704 511 3152. Should a single woman, even though she can afford to buy a car, she's working, she's earning our money, should she buy a car? Now, this woman said her father told her, forbade her, that you
Hi.
can't buy a car because you're not married. What do you think? Send a message. You can send a WhatsApp message to this line, and you could also call as well. But go ahead and let's talk about it. So I think it starts from the home, the
Yeah.
culture, the tradition. A young girl comes out of, like you said. I mean, tell us the story of the young, maybe about 6-year-old that you overheard the mother saying, "Is that how you're going to behave in your
I
husband's
mean,
house?"
like that day, I was so livid. This was me at the shopping mall, and I just overheard this young woman scolding about 5-year-old daughter. And then she told her, "Is that the way you will behave in your husband's house?" The way I turned on that woman, people would have been thinking maybe I'm like her aunt or something. And I said, "Madam, how dare you?
Okay,
How
somebody's
dare
calling.
you?" All
Please hold
right.
your thought.
Yes. Thelma says, "I'll buy a truck, private jet."
Hi. Good evening. Would you please introduce yourself and then go straight ahead and let's hear from you.
Okay, I'm Chingo Koko by name.
All right, Chiwo
Hi,
Koko, nice to
Chiwe.
hear from you.
Okay, so I was listening to your question. You were asking if, as a single lady, if I'm okay to buy a car, right?
Yes.
If I can afford, why not?
Mm.
Why not? Yes, I can. I will buy a car if I have the money as a single person. I will.
Okay, but in the case where people say if you have a car, then no man would marry you. You're going to put out a wrong front. All right. What
No
do you
way.
think?
No way. If a man truly loves me, he should not be intimidated with what I have.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's
he
right.
shouldn't be intimidated. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't buy a car if I can afford it. If
Th-
he loves me, he will love what I have.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless
you
you.
so much.
Thank
I know
you.
what you guys are doing.
Pardon? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, if you have a contrary opinion, it's also fine. All right. So don't think we're here to just push our opinion on you. If you have a contrary opinion, go ahead and send a message or call or type it or something. I think it is crazy. I think
Yeah.
I think I think
Doesn't
I
make
think that
sense.
is absolutely crazy. Do you
Mom, it's the
understand?
same thing. Is I remember when I just finished serving, or I think I was serving then, and I was serving in the last branch of a particular bank in Lagos. I mean, would always call that branch the last branch, right? It was all the way in Aja, and I was staying at Omole Estate in Bega, right? I like that, Bolu. You know, I was staying at Omole Estate in
Exactly.
Bega. I had to leave the house I had to wake up at about 4:15. All right, leave the house at about 15 minutes to 5. Catch the only bus that was going to Aja from Bega at 5 a.m. If I got to Bega 5:10, I wouldn't find a bus to take me and I'll get a late. It's a 2-hour drive at that time from Aja to from Bega
Wow.
to Aja. So long story short, 6 months later, I told my dad I wanted to get an accommodation in Aja, you know, close to my branch where it could be like a walking distance or something. PD, you wouldn't believe everywhere we went to, and they heard I was a single lady, they will not take me.
I don't get.
They would not allow me rent a house I want to pay for.
Because you are
about that?
single.
Because I'm single. I mean, is it the first day? I've been to several houses where they say, oh, is she a single lady? No, we can't take her. No, we can't take her. I mean, eventually I couldn't rent a place. My dad had to call one of his distant friends who had a house in Aja, and I stayed in the BQ. So, I mean, it's funny. We're talking about a car. What about a house? Single ladies find it difficult to rent houses in Lagos, for instance. I don't know about any other state.
So I mean, why?
I don't know. There's a particular house where my friend stays now, and the landlord always has an issue because they're single ladies. I mean, single Christian ladies, we're not crazy. We don't go to clubs. Men are not visiting the house. So why can't a woman have a house? It's not today.
It's absurd.
It's absurd. And it happens again and again and again. So it's not only about a car. It's even about a house. Most landlords in Lagos do not allow single ladies rent a house.
I see that's all part of that. That's all part of the society thing. So why would women dream or want to dream? You see, my point is, if a man is intimidated by what you have, it's probably not good enough for you.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of women have shot themselves on the foot because they've been trying to reduce their sizes to fit into the size of a man that is probably not even going anywhere. Now, if a man is intimidated by my success, we need to understand, first of all, I'm first of all a human being, an individual with dreams, with things I want to do with my life before getting married. And I think a lot of women even miss out on this part of being married. Why do you even get married? Why do you get married? All right. Someone says, where I stay in Saudi Arabia, single man cannot live outside a hostel or a family house. I mean, you understand? So we need to understand, why do we get married? Do we get married? Most uninformed women get married because they need financial support or they need some kind of support. But that's the wrong reason to get married. You get married because you have discovered yourself. And you feel like, if I do life, I need emotional support. I need spiritual support. I need support because if I can do life with someone who thinks like me, we can achieve much more. The Bible says two are better than one. Somebody is calling, please.
All right.
Hello. Good evening, Madam Adaku. Good to hear from you.
I just want to share on what I was saying. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Yes. On what I was saying about not giving them house to a single woman. Yes, it's happening, and I've encountered it so many times. But at the end of the day, I always ask, does it really matter? If I live in abroad, will you ask me what you want is your rent? What you want is your rent.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter whether they're getting a man, and of course, the mentality here is very low about women.
Yeah.
They need to look at you like you're one plus skills or never do well. That's why there's no man.
Yeah.
a single woman buying a car, and she was asked, the husband was feeling intimidated and all that. I know somebody that is living in a 3-bedroom apartment, and a man came to marry her, and this man is living in a 1-bedroom apartment. And the woman was now told that she should come back and live with the man in a 1-bedroom apartment. Instead
What?
of the man moving into a 3-bedroom.
Can you imagine that mentality?
Oh my goodness.
Everybody was not subduing the woman, subjecting her to live a comfortable zone, to live with this pastor per se. And it became an issue. The girl kept on complaining, I can't go there, you can move it. So what I told the lady was, if this thing is happening in this early stage, that you're so scared.
What's going to happen when you get married?
Why don't you just walk away from this? If this man is feeling so, so low self-esteem, why are you struggling to please this man if he doesn't like a comfortable zone, or maybe a woman that is doing well? Every man wants a woman that is doing well, but you wouldn't want to carry the grace that follows that woman. So there's a whole lot of competition on this. Sometimes you don't even know that you're competing with the man that you're living with once you're doing well. And people will come and say, you know you're the woman, you need to step down. So this thing is really crazy anyway. So it's just a determination the woman has inside of you. Okay, fine, this is it. If it's working, I'll take my lead. So women should begin to understand that we really need our peace around us and not because of the man. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam Adaku. God bless you. Thank you.
Wow.
You know, that's crazy. Now, I mean, you see, that man is already saying we're in a competition.
Yeah.
And then if you're already, two are better than one because they have a better reward for their labor. If one person if she already has a 3-bedroom flat, what's the big deal? Who cares where we live?
Yeah. Or who got it first.
Or whatever. Besides, if a man gets married, your life should improve. And if a woman gets married, her life should improve. So if she already has that kind of life, then what's the big deal? It's just crazy. And then everybody's saying, that means she's proud. That means she's proud because she doesn't want to step down to a 1-bedroom
apartment. They will say it's a test of love.
It's a test of submission. It's a test of love. It's a test of whatever it is. And my point is, this is not about men or about anything. It's about the women themselves. Now, would such a woman go ahead and marry a man that is making it such a big issue? Would such a woman go ahead and marry that she probably will? Why?
Most
because
likely.
She would rather be a Mrs. than nothing else.
That's right.
I want to ask a question, PI. Now, when we talk about why don't landlords want to rent houses to to single women, we need to why? What's on their mind? Is it that
because there is a perception
to pay?
Yes, PD. There is a perception
that she's depending on a man.
That's
not constant.
Yeah. So there's a perception that this woman may not be financially capable. I've driven to a house, PD, before.
With a car.
I was not working. I wanted to rent an apartment. I liked it. I was going to stay there. And then the next question the man asked me is, are you married? And I said no. And he looked at the agent with such disdain, asking, why did you bring
a single woman to me?
So deep down, they feel this woman may not be able to sustain it. And that's why women need to be economically empowered. Women need to wake up and rise up.
That's true.
Big. The average woman just wants a small business by the side. Something to buy pampers to my baby, cook dinner on the table, and that's all.
Put chicken in the soup.
That is all. And do small as she do pass herself. But she's not thinking about how I can build a global brand. Can you imagine if we have several women building global infrastructure in Nigeria? Who dares question you when you get there to say, I want to rent an apartment? Nobody's going to be asking you questions. But the society feels like women can't afford it. Maybe she has a sugar daddy now. What if she's not with that sugar daddy in 2 years' time? How will she pay my rent? I don't want a liability in my house. That's the real thought. Because they feel a woman should be dependent on a man. And then why is her own going to be any different? Women need to be economically empowered.
And you see, that's really what the Leading Ladies Business Institute does, empowering women economically. There's no women empowerment without financial empowerment.
That's right.
You can't help a woman except you help her to rise up financially, economically. We've seen a lot of women, get stuck in abusive relationships, get stuck in all kinds of things, but they can't get up, they can't get out. Why? Because how am I going to take care of myself? How am I going to take care of my children? Do you understand? Now, this is really not about even marriage. This is about the woman herself. This is about the mindset that women have. Women feel they're not complete until they get married. Women, postpone their success until they are misses. So
they postpone their happiness, PD.
They postpone their happiness until they get there. I've seen women come to LLBA, and that's why I tell women, you see, the first thing before we start talking anything is go and register an LLBA. Go and put something upstairs.
Yeah.
Go and develop yourself. Go and get self-aware. Go and become financially intelligent so that you're able to start a business, do something for yourself, and rise out of mediocrity. Men seem to respect, and the society seem to respect women that are economically empowered, women that are strong, women that know who they are. I know about a couple that the man was messing around and messing up, but once the woman got her act together financially and she began to do well economically, the man started to, she became the love of his life and all of that. And I tell women, you're fighting your husband's girlfriend. You're fighting your boyfriend's girlfriend. What's your business with her? I mean, can women get a life?
Get a life.
Is the woman your problem? Or is it not the man? And besides, you are the problem. What are you doing with the man, a boyfriend that is already messing around? And then why are you losing your sleep because your husband is messing around? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Now, we heard about, and that's what I said. First of all, women, you see, I saw there's a woman that came to the Leading Ladies Business Institute, and she went through the training. A year later, she came to see me, and she said, "PD, this is what I've been going through. I was abused for 20 years." As in recklessly abused, beaten blue, black. My husband didn't want me to work, didn't want me to do anything. My husband would beat me. If I went out to do business and I came in a little late, my husband would beat me. My children would mop the blood from the floor. And I said, "Excuse me, is this still beating you?"
Oh no.
And she said, "Not really, no, that all that stopped." I said, "What happened?" She said, "When I came to school, when I became economically empowered, when I became self-aware, we didn't need to have a discussion about it. He could see that I had become a different person. And so he couldn't lay his hands on me anymore. He couldn't do anything anymore. But my question, what was she doing there for 20 years?
20 years.
Her family told her leave. Everybody told her leave. She stayed there. She was beaten blue, black, bloody. Her hair was ripped from her skull. I'm not talking about something I heard. I'm talking about, the person told me herself. Why would women do that? Because we don't think we deserve better.
Yeah.
Can you read that thing that we saw this, this evening? That, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Women just need to rise up and get a life.
Get a life.
Get a life. All right. So I'm sure some of us have seen this stuff trending on social media. Okay. And it's a WhatsApp message that was screenshot by her friend, and it was rules and regulations my friend gave his wife. All right. Now, of course, they were having some fracas and all of that. And the woman left the house, and the man sent the woman a message. And it says, rules before consideration of Naomi to return home. Excuse me. Let's see, let's just go on. He said, number one.
No, we need to analyze.
Like,
how many people saw that? Was it? It was on Instagram.
Yeah, it's trending all over.
How many people saw that? How many people saw that on Instagram?
Rules and regulations. The first thing is marriage a job? That I first of all, you get rules and regulations. Is marriage not partnership? I don't get it. How many of us saw that stuff on social media? Maybe when I start reading, they'll recollect.
Yeah.
Rules before consideration of Naomi to return home. Number one, resign from work immediately and focus on fixing your home as I see the distractions are fully setting. Number two, you must improve in your home cooking. How you learn on, it is entirely your problem. Number three, now boarding school, true. Number three, you must fully get involved in domestic work. I say this because the children must not be raised seeing maids do their work. They must follow the footsteps of their parents, good impact as they grow in their own homes. The problem is, the question I have is it only one person's responsibility?
To take care of the family and the home children and everything.
Is it not his house? Is it a hotel? Number four, breakfast should not exceed 9:30 a.m. This is crap. I don't get it. Oh my God. Lunch, 3 p.m.
Does the man work?
I don't know, man.
If breakfast is 9:30, the question is, does he work? Does he have a life? Like, seriously?
Oh my. Dinner, 6:30 p.m. and properly served with learning of table manners. Also create a full timetable for all to follow. Number five, family and friends prohibited from my home until further notice. Number six,
so you must be in prison now.
Yeah, she did prison break part 1. Maybe she will go back. We don't know. Number six, you must now take up some cost responsibilities. The person that told the woman, number one, resign your job,
don't work.
Number six,
clean the house, and then you're saying you still need to take up financial responsibility. Now, like, okay, go ahead. Because I think, seriously, this guy doesn't want this woman to come back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only
But you see, the woman can be so foolish, like a lot of women, and still go back and beg.
With her family. Number seven, your attention to the children's welfare in all sectors now stands at 100%.
So what happened to the daddy's attention?
No, daddy is not part of raising children.
Okay.
That is the boss. Number 8, unwanted calls suspended from 10 p.m. Focus on the kids going to bed. Also, you as well, except on emergencies, which must be communicated.
Oh, you as well.
Yeah. Oh, Feda did it.
As in, she has to go to bed herself.
Yes, ma. Yes, she has to go to bed at 10 p.m.
Like, is she back to being 6 years old or in her father's house?
She's in boarding school, ma.
Wow.
They ring bell at 10 p.m. for everybody to go to bed. All right, number 9. Number 9 says, maids, etc., to stop the cleaning of my room and your room now is your full responsibility, or except emergency cases with meaningful reason. Okay. Number 10. Regular checkup on the children at night time in bed is mandatory. PD, is this real or is this fake? I don't get.
I'm telling you, I still don't believe this letter is real.
It happened. Number 11. Visitation of your family members on my approval. What about his? Number 12. Your visit to family members of friends, church, or parties to be discussed at my convenience for approval. Oh, so I see some comments below. It says, just wanted a few people to know these things happen. He mocked some of our friends as the wives in their marriage and boasts about how he's in charge of his own marriage. He's a horrible human being. I hope the wife goes through with divorce. Someone says, is this a joke? No, he's crazy and domineering like that. What do we say to all these things?
Wow.
Amen.
Like what really is going on?
And Pidi, I like to believe that this thing is true. I remember several years ago, must have been like 4 years ago at LLBI. I remember a case of a particular couple that came, and what was the issue? That his wife has stopped washing his boxers.
I don't
And
get.
the woman said, there is washing machine. I'm busy. I don't have the time. Yes, I used to wash before, but now I'm not washing again. And it became an issue because the woman felt, the man felt, no, she's neglecting her responsibility.
I mean, they came to see you.
Yes, of marital issue.
So the man actually opened his mouth to say that.
Media, I was shocked. That mean I've heard she's not cooking for me. Washing the boxers.
How would that add anything?
I don't know.
I mean, washing the boxers is not a big deal. But when it now becomes, when not washing it now becomes a big deal,
problem,
then there's a big problem. Then, and I know these things are just not okay. But you see, when parents treat their girls in a condescending way, why would the girl think she deserves better? I'll give you an example. Because mothers, please listen to this. Please listen to this. So, last week, so my daughter came back and said there was a young boy that came to our classroom. She couldn't go to one class or whatever, and that came to meet her and said, come and sit on my laps. I wanted to go to and touch her and all. But she ran out and went to report to the principal. And, when she got home, the first thing she did was to tell me. And then the principal also called and we spoke about it. Now, eventually, the principal himself told us that he investigated and realized that this boy had been touching girls in class in a wrong way. So when they called those girls, and, some of them were saying, please don't tell my parents.
Oh.
Do you get? Please don't tell my mom.
Oh, imagine.
Please don't tell my mom. How many times has this boy touched you? Several times.
Oh, no.
And not that she responded, not that she liked it, not that she wanted it, but because if I can't report. Because if I report, my mom will say, why were you there? Are you really done in school?
And blame her.
You see all of these things. It's crazy. A lot of girls have lost their confidence. They can't even talk to their mothers. They can't even talk to their parents. They can't talk to their fathers because they're afraid the table is going to be turned against them. How can a young girl feel so? Why would she not feel so? When there's a law in Lagos or Nigeria or whatever that says if a girl is
raped,
and you don't report within 24 hours, it's
no longer rape. It's consent.
It is no longer. Do you understand? It is no longer rape. But how do you say? And you see, these are all the structures put in place to make a woman, to bring a woman down, to break her will, to break her esteem, to break her confidence. Because when a child cannot tell the parents that a guy touched me in an inappropriate way, do you understand?
And it's wrong.
In an inappropriate way, why would she be able to go home, a girl, to tell the parents to say somebody raped her?
Yeah. And there are many girls who get
in
raped and never
24
say
hours,
anything about it.
and they don't say anything about it. In 24
Yeah.
hours, she's still trying to come to terms with herself. She's still trying to understand what happens. So, you know, a girl is raped, and then the next thing is she remembers to go first of all to the police station.
Yeah.
But you see, why won't there be a law like that when kids can't even talk to their parents to say, somebody touched my hand, somebody spoke this to me, somebody did this to me, touched me in an inappropriate way? Why? Because she gets when the mother slaps her to say, are you the only girl in school? You two must have done something to have caused the boy to do that to you.
You know, PD,
And my
I was.
question is, are we going to just sit down and just watch things, you know,
happen?
Oh,
Women are really weak.
can you imagine what somebody said? The other day, I saw a scenario where a secondary school girl was raped on her way to school, and by the time the mother got there, she started beating the girl. Is she not
Crazy
sick?
stuff.
Should she not
Crazy
be arrested?
stuff.
Should this woman not be arrested?
Yeah.
And you see that we are own problems. It's
yes.
not the man.
Absolutely.
Don't blame any man.
I mean, there was a story of a girl, a little girl. I pretty remember when that meeting about 3 years ago, where a school owner was telling us about a particular child and the challenges she faced in the secondary school, about how this particular girl, her dad has been sleeping with her for many years, and the mother is aware. And
I've handled cases like that actually.
And the mother tells the girl, don't talk about it, don't tell anybody.
Tell anybody.
I don't get it.
And she stays in that house.
She's staying
and
there.
The girl continues to live in that house and gets molested in that house.
Yeah.
What is wrong with women? Get a life. Because you don't know how to take care of yourself. You don't know, you can't afford to take care of your kids. You can't afford to pay for an accommodation. You can't afford to pay school fees. I mean, like, seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had to handle that before. Somebody's calling, please.
All right.
Oh, I'm angry.
Very angry.
Hi. Hello. Hello. It's quite low. Can you speak up louder?
Can you hear me?
Okay, better now.
Much better.
Okay, so I would like to speak because about like the old not speaking when you get okay, so for me, I was in my pastor's one of my pastor's house formerly, and I remember like the son the day that day I slept there because I couldn't go home, and the son that day literally like slept on me. Just leave because I knew that okay, when I speak, they won't believe me. It's the pastor's son. I can't speak. I can't say anything. Who will believe like what I'm really saying? But it's like it's really, it's just the fear of like, would they believe me? That's why I love to speak out. Would they believe me? It's the pastor's son. Would they believe what I'm saying? So that literally, I had to leave that house. I couldn't tell anybody. I couldn't tell my mom. I couldn't tell anyone because I was like, would they really believe me? So it's I feel like girls we don't speak because we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be accused. Okay, maybe the one that did something.
Or maybe you're using. I've heard.
Me, I won't be the problem. Like that's how to see it because who will believe that? So it's what that at that moment I didn't even think of what I can do something so that I will know I'm not sleeping and leave because at that point I didn't even know like if something actually went on and I just thank God that it didn't go further than what was I was like I don't even know who I'll tell.
Wow.
It's really crazy.
Wow.
Really crazy.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being vulnerable enough to share that. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Wow. Wow.
You know, I mean, that is it. The question is, you know, and that's why, listen, mothers, you know, you take care of your girls, take care of your boys
Yeah.
and your girls. A lot of women are so carried away with trying to gain approval from their husband or from some faceless society or some that they neglect the care of their kids. I mean, why
That's
would you
right.
not trust your child? Did she say that yesterday? Did she say that before? And then what kind of, you know, even if a father cannot understand, I mean, what about the woman? You as a woman, why are you not open enough for your kids to feel free? We've seen boys get involved in all kinds of things because their mothers would not believe them anyway. We've seen
Yeah.
girls also get into trouble because, you know, imagine if she was raped, the person who called just now, imagine if she was raped.
No
Now
one
she
had
will
told
live for
anybody.
the rest of her life with that
Yeah.
guilt, with the shame, and nobody
Yeah.
knows what is wrong, what is going on, but simply because she cannot tell her mom. Someone says, I once heard the story of a girl that her dad was always sleeping with her and she got pregnant. And the school called her father's attention to it. And the father told the
Oh,
school principal, say, waiting concern you. Na me born am, na me do
let
am.
me do it. Hey.
No,
Oh my
but maybe
goodness.
that was in the olden days because it was
No,
now
now.
he'll be arrested. He'll be arrested. I mean, that's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh, that's really, really crazy. So I really think women, first of all, need to find themselves. I
Yeah.
think for every woman, we need to get to that place where we make up our minds. It's time to get a life. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen women live their lives for their kids, live their life for their husbands, live their life for their and you call that I'm sacrificing for my family. My question to you is this: do you sacrifice? Is there a call for that sacrifice?
Mm.
Is there really a call for that sacrifice? Now, if you say you need to stop your life, you know, forget about your life, forget about yourself because you have kids and you hear me, please. You have
Yes,
kids, you
yes,
have a
I know you.
husband, so I need to stop living because of that. That's not the problem. The problem really is you are not thinking.
Yeah.
You're not a problem solver. Put systems in your life, but
Mm-hmm.
never for once stop
Stop your life.
living because of anything or anybody.
Yeah.
Because listen to me, your kids will outgrow you and
They'll move on.
they will leave you and they will not need you. The only person that will stay with you forever is yourself.
That's right.
We've seen women that their husbands either died or left them for another woman. The only person truly that you have is not even your children, is
Yeah,
yourself.
it's you.
When
You.
they leave, who are you? We see a lot of women having
Midlife
depression,
crisis.
getting depressed, midlife crisis,
When their
late
children go to
life
school.
crisis. What do they have left? And then they
Nothing.
depend on their children. They want to do a mugo by force.
Yeah. They
Then you
begin to
live
mount
your life
pressure.
for your children because you don't have a life.
Yeah.
Your children have outgrown you.
Yeah.
Even your husband has mentally outgrown you.
I've grown
You
you.
don't stimulate him anymore. You don't
Mm-hmm.
excite him anymore. You've got nothing to say apart from school fees and new
And
shoes for
pampers.
the kids and all of and diapers and bills, and that's all. Now, what man even wants to hang around? Listen to me, every woman is depressed until proven otherwise.
Otherwise, yeah. Very true. Very
Yes, so
true.
it's a
Very
depression bipolar until proven otherwise.
yeah.
Because women have lost their right to dream. Not quite right. Maybe I should
So
ask that
women threw
question
away
before we
their
round
lives
up.
to dream. Women
Have
women threw
women lost
away.
their right to live, to dream?
No.
Okay, maybe I should ask somebody. Maybe just type it, or send a message because of time, because we need to round off. All right? Because of time, we need to round off. Now, the question, have women lost their right? Or do women have a right
To
to
dream.
dream and to pursue their dreams?
And do women have a permission to do that?
Do women have permission or need permission to
Permission.
dream and to follow their dream. Let me hear from you, women, before we go. All the men that are here as well. Do women have, no, please explain. Don't just say no. Let's hear from you. What are you saying? Do women have the right to dream? Do they need permission to thrive? Right? Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you.
There's another subconscious thought that people have. Some people feel, okay, a woman can be rich but not as rich as her husband, or not richer than her husband. And do you know there are many women who buy into this ideology? Same classmates getting married, and the woman feels like, oh, I shouldn't make more money than my husband. If I make more money than my husband, he will feel threatened. Women have hidden guilt because,
for doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Women need to wake up.
That is crazy. Please, women, get alive. I want to read something as we round off. PI. I want to read something as we round off. Right? And it says here, like I said, like we said, I think women, we are our greatest problems. And I think we are the reason, if you do well in life, it's in your hands. If you fail in life, don't blame it on the children. Don't play the guilt trip on your kids and say, oh, I suffered for you, I sacrificed for you. Is this how you're going to treat your mom? Is this how you're going to treat me? And all of that. All right. So here it says, it's a quotation that I love so much by Marianne Williamson. We probably know this quotation. All right. Oh, someone says, I worked with abused girls and their own mothers don't even believe that. They'll even ask, what were you wearing? Why did you answer the man when he called you to buy something
for you? Like,
is that the point?
Is that the issue?
I mean, even if I decide to put on a bra and a pant, is that the reason you should put your hands on me? Is that the reason? So it says here, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
That's right.
We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world.
That's right.
There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in all of us, everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. The second one I'm going to read from another Elaine Maxwell. It says, my will shall shape my future. Whether I fail or succeed shall be no man's doing but my own. I am the force. I can clear any obstacle before me, or I can be lost in the maze. My choice, my responsibility, win or lose. Only I hold the key to my destiny.
My destiny. Yeah.
I mean, I think these two quotations, I just can't get over them.
Sum it up.
I mean, this is a summary of every woman. Why do you need to shrink so that other people feel secure? Why do you need to play small, right? Why do you need to play small? Because somebody wants that. You can reach me. You can reach me on the line. I'll send it to you. Please, can you post that number, the Woman Palaver number? Send it to me. I'll send the quotation to you. Why do we need to shrink so that other people don't feel, so that other people don't feel insecure? I mean, like, I don't need permission to thrive.
That's right.
I have a dream. ever before a woman gets into a relationship or gets married or whatever, her dream is inside of her. And you see, the only thing that can make you happy, marriage has never made anybody happy. You know, money has never made anybody happy.
Very true.
The only thing that makes a human being happy is when he or she finds what they were born to do, finds their purpose, finds their dream, and they go ahead and fulfill it. And I think marriage is such a place where we are meant to do what? To thrive, meaning our union helps both of us to get better doing what we were born to do.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's really the problem. But you see, when a woman thinks her purpose is to be married and to have kids, that's where she runs into trouble.
That's true.
If you find a donkey, you would ride. Anybody,
yes.
I would ride.
Yes.
When you make yourself a donkey because you don't have anything
People
upstairs, people will ride you. Not only in marriage, everybody would ride.
Everywhere.
Why? Because you have no vision, you have no purpose, you have no sense of significance. You're going nowhere. Your only kick in life or every day is your children. You're a school mama. You pack your car in school, you know, in the morning because you've got nothing to do. You're gisting for 2 hours. Excuse me, who does that?
And then they go home, shower, make lunch, and they're back at
Telemundo. Watch Netflix. The movie they wanted to watch last night because they couldn't. They watch it. They put and then they dress up again, go back again. And stress the teachers at school.
And
stress because you see, because you don't have anything doing. And stress the teachers. You know, women, we need to grow. We all need to grow. We need to outgrow where we are and become better versions of ourselves. Become strong. Get a life. All right, Pierre, what would you like to say so we can round this off?
You know, I think that with this session, we kind of opened some cans. Kind of opened some cans and some cans of worms, and it's getting more interesting. And you know, as we're doing this, I think the whole, you know, permit me to say, foolishness and stupidity of what we've done all this while is just been revealed. You know, and some of us are being challenged in our minds, in our way of thinking, our thought patterns, the way we've treated other women, right? And it's time to rise out of that. You know, it's time for us to begin to challenge women to doing great things, right? How can we begin to challenge each other to growing? You know, women, come to LLBI, get into a community. You know, most women are not in empowered communities. You know, truth is, most women are in bad marriages. They're there fighting with in-laws, you know, having issues, settling squabbles here and there. All right, so most women already feel trapped. In most of the religious churches, they feel judged. You know, you go to say something, they say, "What did you do? You are the one that did something." That's your husband is going outside. So these women are feeling trapped. They are feeling judged, and that's why I tell them every woman needs an empowering environment to fly. You need a place where your wings will be released and where you'll be given a pedestal to fly on, where there's no judgment and where you can really be yourself. So get into a community where you can thrive as a woman. And LLBI, that's what we present at the Leading Ladies Foundation. Come and join a community of women who love each other and support each other. Because women now need to start watching the backs of other women. It is empowered women that have the ability to empower other women. Together we can rise. Together we can change the narrative. Behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women. All right. There's no need to try to run the show by yourself. You need a community of women. Let's do this together. Together we can achieve more. Together we can achieve greatness. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pia. It's been an exciting discussion today, and I'm super excited because I know somebody out there has heard something, has learned something, you know, is revived, has been set free from blaming yourself for something that happened to you that was not your fault, but the society has said it's your fault. I believe somebody is living this space ready to face her dreams, things you've always wanted to do, that you felt you needed permission, you felt you needed to get married before you could do it. I
Yeah.
believe that, you've been set free from that today. And I believe that we are ready. We are ready to be
Very
more. We are ready to be more. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Please listen to the following announcements. Guess what is happening next week, Thursday? Now, this season is loaded. All right.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, oh my God. First of all, just dance first. First of all, just dance if you're a woman. Because you see, we've got loads of stuff
Yeah,
waiting
it's a
for
season.
you. We've got so much stuff. On Thursday, the 25th of November, that's next week, Thursday, right? We have the Edifice Conference. The Edifice Conference is an annual conference of the leading ladies business institute, the foremost business institute for the African woman, female entrepreneur. And it's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, it's going to be so great. And I want you to register. I want you to call the number, gather it. Just come, just come, just come. We're going to have hundreds of women gathered together on Thursday at 10 a.m. If you're a female entrepreneur or a male entrepreneur, right? Show up at number 18 Akishemoy Street off Body Thomas, Lagos, 10 a.m. Send a mail to the Leading Ladies Foundation at gmail.com. You can also check out the website or the contact line, all right, www.leadingladiesbusinessinstitute.com or leadingladiesfoundation.org. So you can call any of them. It's going to be amazing. We have amazing speakers. Please, can you put up the handbill? We have amazing speakers that will be there as well. All right. So I will be speaking. PI will be speaking at this one. Oyenokwe will be speaking. Funke Buckner will be speaking. The CEO of Leading Ladies Business Institute, Elizabeth Achike Osebwe, will be speaking, and Cecilia Akintomide will be speaking. It's so loaded already. It's the Edifice Conference, right? Building Africa's economy through women empowerment. And that's all we're saying here at Woman Palaver. Get a life, and let this be the beginning of you getting a life. And also at the Leading Ladies Business Institute, there are so many life-changing courses that you need to enroll for that will change the narrative of your life. You will leave that place feeling, like $1 billion bill. All right. Now it doesn't end there. On Saturday, the 27th of November, that's next week Saturday, just 2 days after the Edifice Conference, we have When Women Worship. Come on, let's come together. Let's praise. Let's put our praise on, girls. Let's put our praise on when women worship. And it's called, the theme is Echoes of Grace. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be exceptional. It's going to be amazing. And I want you to get ready. The same venue, number 18, Akishemoy Street of Body Thomas, Lagos. It's going to be amazing. And I look forward to having you there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please register, send a message, all right, to the woman Palaver, right? Okay, so that is to the woman Palaver. Please send a mail to the woman Palaver phone number, line, all right? If you want to attend When Women Worship, the Edifice, please send a message, right? And then we will get you all the details, the registration link. Oh my goodness, we want to end this year big, all right, with a big bang. Wow, thank you everyone for showing up tonight. God bless you. You can still send a message to the WhatsApp line, right there, +234 704 511 3152. You can send a message anytime, a question, or whatever, just send it in. You want to find out something, you want to find out about the Leading Ladies Business Institute, the courses that are being taken there, you want to find out about When Women Worship, send a message and we will get right back to you. So I guess, PI, what do you say? We call it a night?
Yep. And we see them next week Friday. Till then,
See
keep
you next week
thriving.
Friday on Woman
Woman
Palaver.
Palaver.
Thank you. Good night,
Night
everyone.
night. Thank you.